Hello friends. Although having a dog, cat, or parrot is common, human-animal relationships occasionally take very unexpected forms. This tale concerns a man who, arguably, has the most unique animal in the world. Dawna and Mark Abbott, both 60, reside in Abbotsford as a city in the Canadian province of British Columbia. The man also keeps a really peculiar animal at home. The truth is that Mark replaced a female patron 27 years ago. Arctic bear, an animal born at a Swedish zoo, was taken by the man. Agee moved in with the Abbott family and has remained there ever since. The bear cub was only 8 weeks old and had grown up around people very early in life. Agee is now a grown man and a famous TV personality, TV star. Along with numerous television programs, Polar Bear has appeared in feature films. But how did Dawn and Mark manage to train a polar bear, one of the biggest predators on land? Watching a man comfortably play or swim with a deadly animal is actually quite terrifying. Such an interaction ought to be avoided by every human being on the earth. But Mark has no fear at all of his animal. Even letting Agee close his jaws around his head, the man. The trainer bravely walks into the bear's pen and engages him in play, hugs, and wrestling matches. In other words, acts like a friendly puppy instead of one of the world's most lethal predators. However, Mark asserts that Agee will merely become her supper if her acts are attempted to do the same to her. The man goes on to say, "She only has feelings for my wife and I in the entire globe. I am able to interpret Agee's body language and know how to interact with her safely." The fact is that Mark is a certified personal trainer. He has studied wild bear behavior, and tendencies throughout the course of his more than 40 years of work with them. He is also in good health. Having said that, it should be noted that Agee has lived with Mark and Dawna for a considerable amount of time. The man acknowledges that the polar bear has truly assimilated into his family. But Mark had to work hard to earn Agee's trust before he could form a bond with the dangerous animal. A real, white, slow-moving beast can now only be touched by the man without putting his life in danger, unlike a real polar bear. Most remarkably, this was made possible by Mark's friendship with the dangerous predator rather than by the animal's repression or harsh training. It must be acknowledged that the Canadians are truly exceptional in spotting a polar bear's condition. Animal trainers are aware that animals' facial muscles are rather motionless, making it impossible to deduce the bear's thoughts or emotions from its muzzle. An untrained person simply cannot assess the animal's health in order to predict its next moves. Mark, on the other hand, has a good sense of what Agee is about to do, what she will say, and how she is feeling. To avoid getting in the way, he simply leaves the bear alone when she asks him to. But if Agee is in the mood, Mark shows her a variety of filmmaking techniques. When her companion is around, she obeys a series of directions but doesn't act aggressively toward other individuals. It's best not to find out how Agee will act if she finds herself alone with a stranger. This is still a wild animal, even though it was raised by people. The man was able to become friends with the hazardous animal without subduing it or subduing its will. Even with women, a man can establish a cordial relationship. We can surely concur because a man can establish a loving bond even with a bear. Don't forget to subscribe and leave your comments. That way you can support our channel. See you soon.